What's good? It's your boy One coming at you once again. Alright guys, pardon my children. Here it is, the full review of my original concept H3 well done custom figure. Now this figure is based on what I think and others would envision Michael Myers to look like if a part 3 had actually been made. Which we all know Season of the Witch doesn't count. And Rob Zombie never got to a part 3. Or whoever else might be doing it. But, yeah. So here it is. I'm going to start with the bottom. Actually, let me tell a story before I do that. Now, I remember years ago, I had ran into a photo. I believe it was on Horbit. Yeah. And it was of pretty much the same concept. It was done by a dark artist. And it was... shout out to dark artist Joshua Church. There was he did like a burned version of this guy. It was like I forgot what it was called, but you know what I mean. It was an awesome figure, and so this is kind of like a updated version from me, and you know what I'm saying. All respect to what he did, and I love it. And so I just had to give it a shot myself, and you know, as you guys know, I've done figures, original concept Michael Myers figures in the past, and I think this might be one of the best ones, or the best one I've done, so really proud of it. So, okay, let's just start with the bottom. Started from the bottom, and now we're here. Okay, no, seriously. Here it is, one of my custom painted stands. I don't know how well it's going to get picked up with this light. Here we go. Which is a close-up of the H1 mask. You got one eye kind of droopy, melted, and the blood tears kind of like fusing to the mask and dyeing it. And, you know, he has one dead eye. I don't know if it picks up. You can see as if he's staring at the fire, and you see the reflection in his eye, so you know he's just seeing it. Dirty nose, and then you can see the firework right there like he was just starting to catch. So, yeah. That's my custom painted stand. Moving on, well, let's just start with the boots. Decided to go with the 78 military style boots, even though I'm pretty sure he didn't have these in H2, but that's fine. They're all weathered up. And then when we move up to the coveralls, beautifully weathered by yours truly. Exposed knee. Ooh, we've never seen so much of you, Mikey. No, but yeah, his knee is all burned up. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I took a, you know, I took a little lighter to it, burned up some of the edges, just to singe the edges, really. I didn't want to go too, like, detailed as far as all the tears. I mean, I did a couple of little ones right there. I actually preferred the bigger, wider cuts, just as if, you know, the suit just caught, you know. I didn't want it to be all shredded up at those points. So we got underneath, you probably can't really tell with all the dirt and just singed ashes and all that shit, but it is the accurate, you know, greenish color, you know what I mean? You just, again, it's hard to tell with all the weathering. There's tatters everywhere, the bullet holes from earlier when Loomis shot him up. You know, it just goes on all the way around. Little tears right here, maybe. A lot of discoloring. Just really had fun weathering. The collar's all really, I'd say the damage was done most in the upper body. Although, realistically, yes, there'd be no coveralls left. The guy was burned to shit. But, fuck it, you know what I mean? We can't have, if there was an H3, we couldn't have a naked Michael Myers. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't going to go and, you know, find a pair of coveralls. Maybe he'd find a suit this time. I don't know. More tears right there. A little bit of sleeve showing, burned skin underneath. I wanted to have some fun. I gave him, you know, like his arms are really like all like kind of Freddy Kruegered out, burned. And since we were showing some arm, I chose to show some arm on this guy. I wanted his hands to be almost like blackened, charred, barbecued, bloody burgundy kind of color, so it almost appears as if he has gloves on in a way, but I didn't want to give him gloves and make him too Jason Voorhees, you know, Manhattan-y, so I just I invented the word Manhattan-y, so I just darkened them as if they were just burned black, so it kind of gives you the look of gloves without actually adding them. And then, you know, moving on, we got his scalpel. It's kind of, it got burned and shit in the fire. He still got it. Still has Loomis's blood, or maybe that's a new victim. I don't know. But yeah, I had sculpted on the arms and the hands, by the way. Well, the hands, they're not sculpted. They won't, like, break. You can bend them and shit. It's not epoxy sculpt or anything. Anyway, yeah, so moving up to one of my favorite parts, the actual mask. And if you look, it really it has an H2 Warlock look to it. Damn it, if I can focus. Okay, it's gonna be a bitch right now. It's not gonna focus. There we go. Yeah, so, you know, it has an H2 look, Warlock look to it. Of course, it's shrunken down because it fused and melted to the guy's head. I wanted to have a lot of fun with this sculpt, man. It's similar to the Dark Artist style where the hair was all melted off and stuff. I did most of the head charred black and brown, and then I decided to just have the white of the face. You know, that's what I really like. It almost has like a war paint kind of look. So it's like a blackened mask with the white face. Like, you can't even kill that look. You know, you can't even it's like the Michael Myers himself is the mask. You know what I mean? I know that's probably sounding weird, but like, no matter how much damage the mask took, that face wasn't gonna change too much. You're gonna see who it is, you know. So that's why the white is still there. And I made it so the blood tears kind of like fused to the mask and dyed it. I don't know, you know. So it's kind of like stuck in there, like they're not gonna wipe off. They're stained. See a lot of holes and bubbling that went on the head, and you can see through it. Damn, man. Sorry about my focus, guys. Also, I wanted to make sure the hair, you know, like the little curl things, the little pieces of hair that stuck out on the H2 mask that I loved so much, I kept those. I mean, it has hair. A lot of it's like melted, you know, into the head, and, you know, like the plastic hair melted. See top of his scalp, you can see a little bit. But yeah, you know, the bottom, it's almost like a symbiote, you know, like Venom kind of thing, you know, like it's just stuck to his face, neck and stuff. It's all glued to him, you know. It's just, he's one with the mask now after it burned. So I know this would have been a really huge step for them to do, but I wouldn't mind seeing that if they did an H3. It would have been better than Season of the Witch. I mean, Season of the Witch was cool, but, you know, obviously it's not Michael Myers. Also, I included with this is his, you know, just a burn knife, even though he probably didn't have that. I'll add the little, you know, silver pieces. And then this knife, which is, I like doing this one. I did it with my last concept, where it's kind of like the pumpkin knife that's, it's kind of, it blends in with the original cover of Halloween, or one of them, where it's the pumpkin and the knife kind of blends in with the pumpkin, you know, shape. I just call it pumpkin knife. I know it's probably not what it is. Probably has some kind of clever name. But, yeah, so here it is, guys. I'm hoping I didn't forget anything. I know a lot of you guys are probably interested in it. For those of you who've seen it on my Instagram, you've probably been, you know, you guys been hitting me up, Stiff Richards, about it. But, unfortunately, I think it's spoken for, unless you think you can pry it from Stiff Richards' cold dead hand. Make him an offer, who knows, man. I know a lot of you guys wanted it, but, you know what I'm saying, Stiff, you know what I mean, he wanted it more, so. But, stay tuned, guys, because after this one, the next review will be on this guy. Oh, yeah. Had a lot of fun with this one. I'm going to do a little bit of touch-up around his dick area, but yeah, that's it. All right, good night, guys. One's Customs in the motherfucking house.